So I'm continuing with my videos of first-time visitors to Baku. So this video is going to cover day 2 of his visit to Baku, which will cover the Ateşgah, Yanardağ, and Heydar Aliyev Center. Now, once again, as I mentioned in the previous video, a lot of the sites to see in Baku were actually outside of the city. That was the same with Gilgostan National Park, mud volcanoes, and to an extent, Bibi Heybad. And it's the same with the first two places I'm going to mention, starting off with the Ateşgah. So the Ateşgah is a old Zoroastrian temple complex slash kind of caravan sarai, probably in a certain way you could say. This was basically for it was originally as a Zoroastrian temple, and they have as most Zoroastrian temples do, they have a eternal fire lit there also, which is very interesting to see. It has a lot of it's also currently part of a museum. It's been kind of partially converted into a museum to tell you what occurred there, what kind of activities occurred at the fire temple, as well as kind of depictions also of how kind of life occurred at the temple. Now, not only was it just a Zoroastrian fire temple, it was also kind of a rest area for traders coming from India. So you'll see a lot of carvings in Sanskrit there as well, in the fire temple. Consequently, you'll also see a lot of Indian visitors visiting that temple also, because of that connection to India. So it's a very interesting part to see of this kind of pre-Islamic structure in Baku, and kind of how it was still kind of used up until Islam became the main religion there, when then really it was mostly used by traders from India for a number of years, I'm not sure how long it was actually used. It was interesting to kind of see that transition. Once again, this is outside of Baku city. It's probably 40-45 minutes away from the city. So once again, if you have a tour guide, they will hopefully provide transportation out there. After Ateşgah, the next stop will be the Yanardağ. So Yanardağ means fire mountain. So from Ateşgah to Yanardağ, it's probably half an hour away, maybe a little bit longer than half an hour away by car. So what Yanardağ is literally it's kind of a hilly mountainous area, where natural gas is naturally on fire and is coming out of the ground, and it never gets extinguished by rain or by wind. It just comes out of the ground. It's a very interesting sight, needless to say. Now, I was just happening looking at the kind of Lonely Planet guide, which kind of said that it's undeveloped. There's nothing really see there other than the fire. That's not the case. That might be a little bit out of date. A kind of a proper visitor center slash cafe, souvenir shop, and kind of viewing area, kind of like a seating area, has been built there. I'm assuming they have cultural shows there. That's probably why they built it. But it's very fascinating to see that fire. And you get very close. Obviously, it's very hot there when you get close to the fire. Excuse me. But it's a very interesting geological site to see. So that's a must-see also, as well. Just to back up a little bit, there is a gift shop and cafe at the Ateşgah as well if you get hungry or thirsty or want to buy some trinkets from there. The third stop on the tour is the Heydar Aliyev Center. So the Heydar Aliyev Center obviously is named after Heydar Aliyev, the national leader of Azerbaijan. So it's built. It's a impressive architecturally designed building, which was designed by Zaha Hadid, the late famous Iraqi architect. A very stunning design. You get very kind of sweeping views of downtown Baku from the Heydar Aliyev Center. This is in the city again, so you'll be back into the city after going from Yanardağ after leaving Yanardağ. Very sweeping views from it. Excellent Instagrammable photo locations. I took a number of them myself. But I didn't get a chance to go inside the Heydar Aliyev Center, unfortunately, because I was not feeling well. But they have a lot of cultural exhibits there. They do have a section which is kind of a museum for Heydar Aliyev, also in the Heydar Aliyev Center. But just architecturally very striking. It's a very striking building. I believe there is a fee to get inside. I'm not exactly sure what the fee was because we didn't go inside. But it's a must-see when you're in Baku. Now, since going through these, if you see all three of these in the day, it does give you time after your tour guide drops you off to see some other sites in the city. So I'm going to add it to this video as well, which is Fountain Square and the Nizami Street area. So the Fountain Square and Nizami Street area is a pedestrian area lined with cafes and shops. Very nice to walk through, especially during night. Kind of similar, I would say, to Istiklal Caddesi in Istanbul, but not with that kind of hip vibe that they do have in Istiklal Caddesi. But it's closed off to vehicular traffic. There are a lot of shops there, a lot of cafes. You can have a nice stroll there. I had a nice stroll there at night with the brother of a friend of mine when I was there. So that's a must-see to go there. Luckily, my hotel, Fountain Square, is located right behind my hotel, so it was right there. So it was not difficult to get to. But that's another must-see part of Baku. So that will complete it for this video. My next video will basically concentrate on a final visit to Baku, which would be the Ateşgah, the old city, the Flame Towers area, including the Fakhr Khiyabani and the Shidler Khiyabani, and a walk along the Deniz Kenari Milli Park or Baku Boulevard. So until then, thank you.